Hey y'all, it's your girl Simone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below, and don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at LifeWithSymone, and follow my business page at Brishari because in 2024 we're gonna be restocked and new items. So yeah, let's get straight to this video, y'all. This video, oh my god, let me just tell y'all, I was having a crazy allergy attack, y'all, and then I had just took something for it and now I feel way much better because I had recorded a whole story time. I didn't finish it though, I was almost finished, but I was just so sneezy in the video. I was like, I ain't putting that out. I was so mad, I was over it, but I was like, now I feel better and I'm about to re-record that video and do this one too. So y'all gonna see me in the same clothes. I might change my sweater in one just so it won't be too confusing, but anyway, let's get straight into this video. So y'all, this story take place back. I don't know what year it was. Oh, you know what? Nah, I ain't even gonna say because people like to try to put 7 and 10 together, but it doesn't even matter because it's not like I got these people on social media. Anyway, so around this time, my stepdad was working, like his job would send him to different areas, like, or different states and shit like that. So at this time he was working in the Bay Area, right? So my mom, she was all like, yeah, he gonna be out there for like 2 more weeks. But you know, she wants to see her man. So she was like that she finna go. She was thinking about going out there. So she's like, yeah, if I go, would you want to go? So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I wouldn't mind going. She was like, all right. Y'all, mind you, she's telling me this like in the daytime. Let's say it was like 5 o'clock. Y'all, tell me why by like 10, 11 p.m. at night, she hit me up and she was like, I'm gonna go to the Bay. And I was like, okay, yeah, so when you gonna go? Because I'll come. She was like, I'm about to actually go right now. She's like, I'm about to go right now. She was like, so I'll come get you or whatever. So I'm like, ooh, okay, how long we staying? She's like, just for the weekend. So I was like, all right, cool. So I'm like, let me pack me a bag. You know, like, damn, this last minute as hell. So I checked the weather, packed me a bag, and I was waiting for her to come get me because y'all know at this time I was staying at my grandma's house or whatever. So she ended up pulling up, she come get me, and we make our way to go drive out there to go, you know, whatever. So we on the way there, it was cool, nice little road trip. I'm in need of a road trip. I miss road trips. Like growing up, that's literally all we did was road trip everywhere. But anyway, so yeah, we road tripped it there or whatever, and it was cool. When we got there, we ended up checking into the room, and my stepdad, he told me like, I'm gonna get you your own room, because he didn't know we was coming right then there. So he knew we was coming, but he didn't know we was gonna last minute like that, because when by the time we got there, he was literally like just getting off of work because he worked overnight or whatever. So when we got there, we ended up going into his room or whatever, and we all, y'all, because he had a king size bed, we tired, we all climbed in that bed. Literally, it's all of us. Like, I'm at the foot of the bed cuddling with my little sisters, my mom and them, they at the top part of the bed. We all up in that bed knocked out. But by the time it was like early and the office was open, he ended up going to the front office and getting me my own room, because that's originally what he was gonna do. And anytime I would go, well, this was the first time I went, but anytime after that, like when I would go or whatever and we'd go out there, like he'll always get me my own room, and like my little sisters would end up coming and sleep in my room with me or whatever like that, and then they had a room. So anyway, so he ended up getting me my own room. It was on the other side of the hotel, y'all. So, well, it wasn't a hotel, it was like, you know, the rooms is on the outside, but it wasn't like janky or nothing like that. It was cool. So when, oh, excuse me, oh, but we stayed at some janky ones, y'all, before. But anyway, it was cool or whatever. So anyway, he ended up getting my room. So after he got me my room, I ended up going over there. But before I ended up going over there, y'all, I started my cycle. This before I used to track it. So now I track it. I know when it's coming. I know when to be ready to go through hell. So yeah, I started my cycle. I was going through it, y'all. I have like the worst cramps to mankind. Like, they are insane. The devil be in my vagina having a hood day. Like, literally, it'd be like the devil is a crip and he's in my vagina at a blood hood day dissing they homeboys. It just be the craziest shit. He be crip walking with steel toe boots on with fire. It be feeling like somebody's cutting a fiery knife. I'm sorry, but it just be, they be insane. I be sick, throwing up. It just be horrible. That's just, yeah. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going through it. I can't eat nothing. I'm just like throwing up. I'm going through it. So my stepdad, yeah. My stepdad was like, do you want some pain medicine? I got some pain medicine. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, whatever you got, I want to take it. Like, so he gave me these medicine. He was like, yeah, somebody at his job, like, you know, was saying like, here, y'all, because, you know, where they work at and stuff like that, they lifting and shit. So they be like, you know, back hurting and shit like that. So the guy was like, gave them some medicine. He was like, yeah, it's I don't know if I can say that on here, but it's it's prescribed by a doctor, you know. So he was like, yeah, so here you could take one. He's like, you could take a half of it. You don't need to take the whole one because the percentage, like the dosage is really high. He's like, so just take a half of it. So I'm like, okay. So I took it. I ended up going over to my room and I knocked out, y'all. I went to sleep. I was asleep so good. I don't know, it's like it worked, but then it was like, I don't know. So I started feeling it a little bit more. So I took, cause he didn't even tell me to take a half. He told me to take a piece of a half. So then I was like, I'm about to just take the rest of it, right? So I take the rest of these pills. Y'all, tell me why. At this point, my little sisters is in the room with me. And I remember, dang, well, it's gonna get a year, I don't care. I remember because they was in the room with me and Surviving Compton was on. And y'all, I was in the tub. Y'all, I don't know what happened. Like, I'm in the tub. I don't like pain medicine. Like, I literally feel like I'll take Tylenol, but that's like, man, whatever. But y'all, I was in that tub feeling like I was gonna go under. And I had the door open because, mind y'all, my little sisters, they was like younger at this time. They're in elementary. So I'm trying to hear them. But I got the shower curtain closed and I'm like just going through it. My little sister was like, I came in the bathroom because she ended up going to get my mom because they'll ask me, like, they'll be laughing and be like, oh, did you hear what she said on the movie? And I'm like, uh-huh. She's like, she came in the bathroom and I'm like this in the tub. I'm like, with the water, like blowing bubbles in the water. But I was fully alert of what I was doing. But I don't know, you know, sometimes when you're in pain, you just start doing weird shit. But they got scared. They didn't go get my mom because they didn't leave out the room, but they called her on the phone. Like, come get her. Something's going on with Symone. Y'all, I was fucked up. My mom was like, why would you take the pill? Like, why would you take all of, like, the pill? Like, it's a high dosage and you ain't ate nothing. So I was fucked up. So anyway, I ended up getting out the tub and I'm like, I'm a rest. She ended up taking the kids out the room or whatever and they went to the room with them. She was like, they was gonna go get something to eat if I wanted to come. I'm like, no, you could just bring me something back. So when they left, at this point I went to sleep and I woke back up. I'm like, okay, I'm about to go to the hotel lobby to go try to find me something like to snack on, some crackers, something like bananas, I don't know. So I ended up getting like decent or whatever and I just had on like leggings or whatever, but I like had a scarf on, but I took it off. I just got a little decent and I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk down there. So y'all, when I'm walking down there, it was these people checking in. It was these two girls, right? So I'm in there, I'm waiting for them to talk to him because everything is like behind where he's at. So I have to wait for them to finish checking in for me to even like get a snack or whatever. So anyway, yeah, so they checking in, they talking to him and stuff like that. And it was like, so you said you're not tripping off noises or nothing like that because we just gonna have a small get together for her birthday. And he was like, no, it's fine as long as like you don't get no noise complaints. He was like, I'm gonna put y'all on this side. It's not too many people. Around this time, it wasn't too many people at the hotel. It kind of was, but it wasn't. But he was like, I'm gonna put y'all on this side. It's not really too many people on that side anyway, so y'all should be fine. Like, you know, all this other stuff. So they was like, okay, cool, all right, cool. So I'm just like there. I'm not like dying anymore because I mean I'm not in pain, but I was feeling a little weird. So the girl, when she turned around, she was like, oh, I like your hair. And I'm like, thank you. I forgot what color, maybe it was like a bluish greenish color in my hair or whatever. So she's like, I like your hair or whatever. So I'm like, thank you or whatever. So then I go up and I ask the guy, I'm like, okay, I wanted to get this. So he had a cup of noodles, y'all, and I'm like, okay, I want to get one. Like, I'm just getting some stuff. So the girl was like, who are you here with? Like, are you here by yourself? So I'm like, no, I'm here with my family or whatever. So she was like, oh, you're here with your family? She was like, well, we having a little kickback party tonight if you want to come through, like, for my girl's birthday. And I was like, okay, like, when is it? Y'all, this how, I don't know. I was kind of gone off of the pain medicine because it had me like out of there kind of, but yeah, because she literally said tonight and I'm like, when is it? She's like, it's tonight. And I'm like, oh, okay. She was like, yeah, so you want to come or whatever? She was like, we in room number, and they looking at the paper and the birthday girl was like, we in room number such and such. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll come. Like, what time is it? And she was like, it's gonna be like in the next hour or two, like you could come or whatever, but we gonna go all night. Like, yeah, you should come through. She's like, what room you in? Y'all, why would I tell this girl? I told her, I'm like, oh, I'm in room such and such. She was like, okay, yeah, like, so we gonna be on the other side of the building. I think that's the other side of you. And the hotel man's like, yeah, it's on the other side, so you'll be able to find them. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll come. Like, if I'm feeling a little better. I didn't say that, but I'm thinking to myself, like, if I'm feeling a little better, I'll go. But I'm like, I'll go, whatever. I ain't got shit else to do. My mom took the kids with her for the night because I'm not feeling good, so whatever. So she like, okay, all right. So I end up getting my stuff. They go about their day. I go about mine. I go back in the room. I'm just chilling at this point. I'm trying to take pictures and stuff because I'm just trying to make myself feel better, but I'm kind of like out of it. So then the hotel phone ring, right? So I'm like thinking it's my mom because I'm like, who else is calling the hotel phone? So I answer the phone. I'm like, hello. And nobody said nothing. So I'm like, the fuck? But I hear commotion in the background, so I hung up the phone. I'm like, no. So I'm like, let me just see, because probably it's my mom probably gonna say she about to come over here and bring me back whatever she brung from where they went to go eat at. So next thing you know, they call back. So I'm like, hello? And next thing you know, the girl, she was like, my bad, girl, my bad. It's the girl you met in the lobby. Because remember, I told her what room I'm in. All you got to do is call the rooms to rooms, whatever. So she's like, it's the girl you met in the lobby or whatever. She's like, you still coming to the kickback? We just now got everything situated, shit like that. So it was like, so yeah, you could come whenever or whatever. You could come. So I was like, oh yeah, what room y'all in again? So she told me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to come. She's like, okay, well, we'll see you in a little bit. Like, when you going to come? Girl, I said I'm going to come. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to see y'all in a little bit or whatever. So she like, okay, well, we'll see you. So I ended up hanging up the phone. My mom ended up coming. She bring me the stuff. And I told her, I was like, yes, these people having a party. They invited me. It's these girls. Like, it's her birthday. She having a kickback in here. So mom just telling me, like, well, if you go, just let me know or whatever. Like, you know, even though I'm an adult at this time. But she like, I'm probably like 19, 18, I don't know. One else, but she like, yeah, just let me know if you end up going or whatever like that. So I'm like, okay, I'll let you know. So she ended up leaving. I'm just chilling, y'all. At this point, I'm on the phone. I'm not paying no attention. Like, I'm just kicked legs, feet kicked up, watching TV, chilling, eating these crackers that came with this soup my mom got me. So next thing you know, I hear a knock at the door, and I'm thinking like, I know I'm feeling a little better, but did she bring these kids back? No, I'm just kidding. I'm thinking my mom probably brought the kids back, which I wasn't really tripping because, like I said, it was like, whatever. So I go answer the door. I didn't even look through the peephole because I'm just assuming, like, who else gonna be knocking at this door? Well, I open the door, and it's the girl and a boy this time. It's the girl who invited me, not the girl whose birthday it was, but it's her and a boy. So it caught me off guard because I'm like, what the fuck? So she like, hey, girl, like, would you still come? Y'all, it's like, bitch. That's how I was performing. Why'd you keep harassing me? So she was like, hey girl, what you doing? What you doing? So I was like, oh, nothing. Like, I was just chilling. So she's like, you still coming to the kickback? So I was like, oh yeah, I was just about to come over there. I'm lying. She's like, okay, well, like, this my boyfriend or whatever. He like, what's up? He wasn't really like talking too much. I guess he just walked with her or whatever. So she like, yeah, well, we could walk with you, so you ain't gotta walk over there by yourself. She's like, because walking around this building, if you go around this way, which you probably would have went this way because it's a short way, but going around this way, it's real dark, and it was like closer to the street, and there was a lot of like trees and shit right there. She's like, yeah, if you go around this way, it's dark, and you don't need to be walking by yourself, so that's good. We came over here to get you anyway. So I'm just thinking like, damn, which I kind of thought about going, but then it was like, I'm not going to go. At this point, I didn't have it in my head that I was going to go. But at this point, now that they came, I'm like, damn, I got to go. You know, I didn't have to. But that's how my mentality, that's like my mindset back then, where I used to feel like, damn, I guess I got to do it now. So anyway, so I'm like, all right, so I put my shoes on. She held the door like this, watching me. So I put my shoes on or whatever, and then I just start going because I'm like, I guess. And I like, before I left out, like, brushing my hair down, like, okay, all right, let's go. So we end up walking. The boyfriend like, you smoke? I'm like, nah. He's like, you drink? We got a drink up in there, all this other stuff. So they asked me like where I'm from or whatever. So I'm like, oh, I'm from LA. It was like, what are you doing out here? I'm telling them every single thing, but I'm still kind of like woozy off the, like, you know, the pain medicine. But they was like, oh, okay. I'm telling them like, yeah, my dad works around here. Well, he's working around here, and we visiting and all this other stuff and all this. So they like, oh, so you here with family and stuff? I'm like, yeah, like my family here, like, you know. And some people that from his job, they was staying there too. So I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of us here. My uncle, I'm lying, I ain't got no uncle there, but I'm just gonna say that, 'cause just in case y'all try to try something, just know I'm not at this place alone. So they like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I go up in the room, because how they was harassing me to come, I'm thinking it's just gonna be me and her boyfriend and the girl there, and we gonna play spin the bottle and kiss each other. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't think that, but I'm thinking how they was harassing me. I go up in there, it's lit. It's so many people. Why are y'all keep bothering me? So I go up in there, I'm like, oh shit, it's lit. She's like, girl, that's what I'm telling you. You had to come. So at this point, I'm like, dang, okay, cool, like, you know. So we up in there, and she was like, you want something to drink? So I'm like, all right, I'll go over there. They pour me up something to drink. I'm drinking it, y'all. Worst mistake. I'm drinking it, and we just chilling, you know, the music going. I'm just talking to the girl, but then I'm kind of like off to the side because I don't know her. Like, she really don't need a name, and honestly, I don't remember her name. Did she tell me her name? You know what, she did, but yeah. So anyway, we talking, and like she talking to her boyfriend. So anyway, I'm sitting over there to the side, and I was like, let me get something else to drink, because I'm like, I'm kind of feeling cool or whatever. So I got me something else to drink. This one boy, he come over there and he started talking to me. So he was like, oh, who you here with? So I'm like, oh, I just came, you know, I'm celebrating her birthday. Like, you know, her birthday. He's like, oh, okay, you know, such and such. And I was like, yeah, I came out for her birthday. So he like, it's not her birthday. I'm like, ain't this her birthday party? He was like, no, it's, and he said the girl named birthday party. And I'm like, oh, I ain't know. When I said I'm here to celebrate the birthday girl and you said somebody's name, I'm assuming that you saying her name. So he's like, you don't know her like that. You don't know her like that. So I'm like, yeah, these my friends. Lying. I don't know why I'm lying, because they could have said like, we don't know this random ass girl. We just found her in the lobby. So he like, oh, okay. So what you drinking on? So I told him, I think it was drinking Ciroc. So I'm like, I'm drinking on the Ciroc or whatever. So he like, okay, that should be good. That should be good. Which flavor you got? Because, you know, Ciroc, they be having like a million flavors. So I'm like, I don't know. I forgot what flavor I had. I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, I really want some chips or something. Like, is there some chips up in here or something like that? So he like, chips? Let me see. Let me see. You came kind of late because we had pizza. Like, we trying to get the pizza man to come back, but I don't think he fucking with it. I don't know what they did to him, but he like, I don't think he fucking with it. He ain't trying to come back. Like, he ain't coming. So I'm like, dang, but is there chips? He was like, nah, I don't see none. Let me go find some. So he walked off, and the girl came over to me. She's like, you good? Like, you know, making sure I was okay, cause I guess for the boy. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He just trying to find me some chips. She was like, oh, girl, we ain't got nothing else. Like, I told you should have came. Like, everybody ate up all the food or whatever like that. And I was like, dang, okay, well, I think I'm gonna go to my room to get some. She's like, you want us to come with you? Cause you don't need to be walking by yourself. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I guess I'll probably go to the lobby. So when I said that, the boy walked back up, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna walk with you. I'm gonna walk with her to the lobby. Like, no, he's like, I'm gonna walk with you. He's like, I'll walk with you to your room. And I was like, I'm gonna just go to the lobby, because I don't want you to walk me to my room. Like, nobody's in there, and I don't know what he on. So he was like, okay, I'll walk with her to the lobby. So she's like, all right, you cool though? Like, you good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. But she probably was, I don't know, she probably was asking because, you know, I'm with this random dude, but she random too. But maybe because in my eyes, you could see it, like, everything is not okay. But I wasn't having cramps, so I was okay at that point. But I was still feeling like a head high from that's why I do not like pain medicine. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. But anyway, so yeah, so me and him walking to the what's it called, so I'm telling him like we could go this way because that's the fast way. The way where it's dark as hell at is the fast way. The way towards the light is like a long way. So he was like, I ain't finna go that way. He was like, that's how you don't watch scary movies, that's how ninjas end up getting killed. You can't walk that way. You can't walk in the dark. And mind you, it was really dark. So I'm laughing. I'm like, they need to get a light fixed up over there. He was like, yeah, they need to get a light fixed because I ain't walking up over there. Nah, I ain't doing that. So I'm like, right, yeah, so okay, we could walk the long way. So we walk and we just talking. He told me his name. I don't remember. He didn't ask for like my social media. I didn't ask for his neither. And we just talking about a whole bunch of stuff. So we go to the lobby, y'all. Why the lobby is closed? I don't know what time it is, but it's closed. I'm like, damn. So he was like, you really wanted some chips or something, huh? I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry, and if we drink it, I'm gonna need something on my stomach. And mind y'all, plus I was just trying to like weigh on myself because I didn't want to start throwing up because yeah, I was already just throwing up. So I didn't tell him that though. So he was like, dang, all right, well, we could go to the store if you want to. So I'm like, well, you could go to the store because, well, I don't know you. I'm like, you could go to the store. So he like, you don't trust me or something like that? He was like, if you want, we could go get like some of your friends in there. You know these ain't my friends. He like, you could go get some of your friends in there, like somebody could come. He was like, I'm pretty sure somebody else want to go to the store. You know what? Okay, let's go back up in there and see like who want to come to the store too. Like we could all go to the store. So I'm like, all right. So we go back up in there and I'm like, yeah, he want to go to the store. And he was like, yeah, she want to go to the store, not me, because you the one, you said you wanted some chips or something like that. So the girl was like, okay, like that's no problem. All right, we go to the store or whatever. So she was like telling her boyfriend, and she told the girl like, okay, I'm gonna be back. So the boyfriend, he comes. So it's me, the dude I met, her and her boyfriend, and we go to the store. I know y'all probably thinking like, Symone, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, we end up hopping in the car. At this point, that's when I thought about like, oh shit, I never told my mom I went. So I ended up texting her like, hey mom, like I'm at the kickback with the girls or whatever in room such and such, because I'm like, I don't want to scare her even more and tell her like, and now we're going to the store with boys, LOL, goodbye. Like I just didn't want to do all that. So I just told her like, I'm in this kickback. And she's like, okay. And I told her the room number and all that. So she was like, all right, let me know like when you get back in the room, if you okay, if you want like us to come get you. Like I'm like, okay, I'll let you know. I'm good. So we end up going to the store. first when we driving, it's like a grocery store. I forgot what store it was, but I'm like, damn, y'all store's open late as hell. And it's like, yes, I don't know if they said it was 24 hours or it closed late. I forgot. So we drove past it and he's like, but not this store. We're not gonna go to this store though. So I'm thinking like, oh, maybe we want to go to a liquor store or something like that. Y'all, we driving and I'm noticing like things is starting to look a little different. So he was like, I want to take y'all to Oakland. Well, not y'all, but me. And I'm like, why? Because mind you, we wasn't staying in Oakland. I forgot what city we was staying in, but we wasn't far from it. But he was like, I want to take you to Oakland. So I'm like, why? He's like, because you said you're not from here. Like, you got to experience it. So I'm like, oh, I've been out here before. Like, my sister stayed out here or whatever. So he like, oh, you got family here. So the boyfriend was like, yes, her uncles and shit and her dad and her mama, everybody they stand at the room too. So he's like, oh, so you here deep? Like, you got a lot of people here. And I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of people here. So he like, oh, wait. So like, your sister, she live in the hotel? I'm like, no, she just live out here in the Bay. So he like, oh, okay, what's your sister name? So I'm like, why? He like, what's her name? I think I might know her. I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor. I didn't know you know everybody. So I'm like, her name Ebony. Mind you, that's her name, but that's not her name. So I'm like, dang. And at this point, I don't know, I was kind of slow, because when people be saying her, like her mom and like her brothers, like her people from her mom's side, when they be saying her actual name, like when they say Jay, I be like, it's so weird. Now I'm used to it, but it's so weird hearing people say her name, that name, because it's like, you know, like I know that's her name, of course, it's my blood sister, but like growing up, I called her Ebony. Like, this your name on your daddy's side, girl, that's the name I know you as. I'm just kidding. So it'd be weird. So I said Ebony, and I'm just thinking like, it'd be weird, because when she be telling me like, girl, why would these people call me Ebony? That's not my name. I'm like, girl, that's your name in LA. that's your this side name. But anyway, so he's like, oh, no, I don't think I know Ebony. So the girl was like, Ebony? Wait, what Ebony? Because we ain't talking, I know you ain't talking about the Ebony I fought the other day. So I'm like, nah, that's not my sister. She didn't tell me she fought somebody. So she like, okay, what she look like? I'm like, it ain't her. Like, what the fuck? Y'all starting to get on my nerves at this point. So she's like, oh, okay. Asking me like, you know, a whole bunch of other questions. They like, so where she live at? I'm like, I don't know. I just know she live out here. So they like, okay. So the boy now, he driving around. He like, yeah, I want to show you something. I'm at this point annoyed, because I'm like, why did I hop in the car with these people? Because I'm like, where the fuck are we going? Y'all, like I said, I have been drinking, and I had I took that pain medicine, which I shouldn't have took, and I'm explaining why. So I'm just real fucked up at this point. I'm getting fucked up. So eventually we finally stopped at a liquor store. There's so many smokers there. Like, I don't mean like people who smoke tree, like, you know, crackheads. So it's so many of them there, and the boy, he like, hold on, let me see, I could probably make some money. So he like, bro, don't do that, you don't know who area this is or whatever. He like, man, fuck all that, like, I'm about to make me some money. He's like, you wouldn't have pulled at this store if you didn't know it was good. So he like, man, but you don't know. He like, I'm gonna serve these niggas. So the girl boyfriend hop out the car, and she just like, now we just talking, and she was like, girl, you don't look okay. And I was like, I'm fine. She was like, you sure? Like, you good? And the boy was like, you good? Like, what's going on? You good back there? I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, you just give me some chips and some water out the store. So he was like, all right, you don't want to get out the car? I'm like, So y'all, so tell me why he ended up getting out the car. Me and her talking, and she just like smiling in my face. At this point, I kind of like hear her, but I'm in my head just thinking like, Symone, please don't throw up, please don't throw up, please don't throw up. So she talking. Next thing you know, I just heard her jump out the car, and I ran over to the trash can. It just so happened to be the trash can by where her boyfriend was serving the dude at, and I threw up in the trash can. So he like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? And he was like, oh, she's sick. We gotta take her back. She's sick. You good? Like, you good? So he's like, start holding my hair, and the crackhead getting impatient, because he like, you know, I forgot what he said to him. He said something. He's like, oh shit, okay, here, you hold her hair. So the girlfriend ended up getting out the car. Now the crackhead holding my hair while I throw up in the trash can, because I'm just like, oh my god. And the girl, she like, are you okay? She like, hold on, let me get her a water. So she run in there to go get me a water. She just ran right back out. So the guy, he like, hey, because like she looked like she just stole the water. So he like, nah. The boy in the store like, I got it. So I'm like, she like, drink this while the crackhead holding my hair. Another crackhead come, like, it's just surrounded by crackheads at this point. Let me stop saying that word so much. Them just surrounded by them at this point. And the lady like, are you okay? You okay, baby? You okay, baby? But then they see what he's over here doing, so they getting excited like, ooh, okay, wait, Christmas came early this year. No, I'm just kidding. But y'all, I'm just like, oh my god. At this point, I'm like, I'm just not feeling good. So she's like, are you too drunk? She was like, you just need some food. So she now, when the boy come out, he like, what happened? And he like, she started yelling at him. She like, see, that's why you should have went to the store. That when she asked, she probably sick. She probably ain't even ate like that. So y'all, why the boyfriend gonna say? Because back then I was a little skinny, on the skinny side, y'all. The boyfriend gonna say, yeah, she already malnourished. Y'all, I'm like, no, they not. No, they not. And y'all, why the smokers started laughing? Bitch, please, you ain't even got no teeth in your mouth. Don't do me. So I'm just like, yeah, I gotta go back to the room. I'm not feeling good. Like, I'm not feeling good. So he like, all right, I'm gonna make sure you good. He's like, make sure you get it all out first. Like, you know, like, you just make sure you get it out. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm just like feeling bad. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know these people. So the girl, she like, you good though? Like, don't worry about it. It happens. Like, you know, it happens. You gotta eat something. So I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I got some food back at the room. Y'all, why instead of going to the room, this nigga drove to McDonald's? He like, yeah, you gotta eat something. You gotta eat. And then the boyfriend, he's like, do you eat often? Nigga, I was not that skinny. I promise y'all, I was. When I said that, I've seen this picture in my head of myself. And I started laughing. Maybe if I remember to insert it, I will. But y'all, nah, I was not that skinny for him to be acting like that. I was well over 100 pounds. So he acting like I was like a good 85 or something. I don't know why. So he like, do you be eating that often? Like, how many times you ate today? So I'm like, I only ate like a little bit, which I really didn't even eat that day like that, honestly, because I can't eat when I'm on my, yeah, like the first day I can't eat shit. So he at McDonald's. He like, what do you want? I'm like, I really don't want nothing. Like, it's fine, go back to the room. He like, nah, we gotta get you something. So, excuse me. So the girl like, girl, what do you want? Like, we could get you something or whatever. So I end up like, just give me a McDouble or whatever. So he get that for me or whatever. And y'all, instead of heading back, he like, here, eat it. So I'm over here trying to eat it, like, you know when you can't eat and you can't swallow it, so the food just building up in my mouth at this point. I look like a squirrel holding nuts. I'm like, oh my God. This boy go pull up over to a Sideshow. I don't know if the police tried to do the effect for me, like, you know, because, you know, it'd be like police and stuff pulling up to those things, but I don't know because why they just start doing their sirens. But anyway, he pulled up to a Sideshow. So me saying I had to go back to the room meant nothing to you, sir. It meant nothing. So at this point, I'm like looking, because I was slumped down the back seat, you know, food just in my cheeks, and I'm like, I'm looking stupid. And she was like, oh, they outside tonight. And I'm like, I look up like, what? And wait, wasn't we at a party? Why are we here? So I'm kind of annoyed because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But I'm not gonna lie, that burger, it was easing down my throat a little bit, but it was kind of making me feel better. So he was like, yeah, you gotta see this, what they call it, the town, I don't know. And he was like, this is this or whatever. So I'm like, this is this, whatever word he said, shit, I don't remember. But yeah, he was like, yeah, we could get out the car or whatever. So I'm like, I really don't feel like walking around. He was like, nah, you gotta get out the car, So I'm like, whatever. So at this point, I get out the car. Mind y'all, I ain't got shit on me. All I got is my phone, because when I left the room, I'm thinking like, oh, I'm just going over to the other side because I don't have no purse. I have nothing. So anyway, I get out the car or whatever like that. The girl, she ended up giving me some gum because, mind y'all, I just threw up. So I'm walking, we walking or whatever, and she ended up seeing somebody she knew. So she run off over there to them like, hey, da-da-da-da-da. And they just like walking. So the boyfriend, he like, all right, I'm gonna go make a few little plays and then we could go back to the room. I just gotta get a little, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, he like, nah, you good? And I'm thinking like, bro, was this planned? Like, cause bro, I thought we was literally just going to the store. So anyway, now I'm just walking with the boy. The girl, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if she went with her boyfriend or what, but anyway, I walk with the boy or whatever. People coming up to him, and he like, yeah, I just had to bring my girl out to see the side. Like, I had to bring her out. She not from out here. She from LA. So, oh, you from LA? You from LA? So I'm like, yeah. They like, where your friends at? I hate when you go somewhere and people be like, where your friends at? They not here. They are not here, okay? They're back home. What next time bring your friends? Why you ain't bring your friends? Where your friends? What about your friends? They are not here, okay? And I shouldn't be here neither, because what the fuck? At this point, I'm thinking like, damn, when my mom said, let us know if you need us to come get you, maybe I should tell like, hey, I'm not at the other side of the room, but I am somewhere else you could come. I was really debating like, fuck. I'm like, I don't want to worry these people. So you know what, let me just thug it out. So we walking around and stuff. He talking to people. I'm looking out of it. So one person was really like, hey, I think your girl is done for the night. Because I'm not like drunk or sloppy drunk, but I was more of like in pain at this point. Like, not in pain, like it was kind of coming back, but I'm like more of like, it's just a lot going on with me right now. So he like, yeah, I'm gonna take her in a minute. She just really wants to see this. She wants to see this. No, I didn't. So anyway, we out there, and then finally the boyfriend, we wasn't out there for too long. Let me not over exaggerate. We probably was out there a good 20 minutes, but he was like, oh, I'm ready. Like, we could go now. So we end up getting in the car and we leave and we go back to the room. Y'all, when we went back to the room, she was like, you want to come back in the room? Like, she was like, come on, girl, like, where you going? Because I started walking the opposite way. I'm like, oh, I'm finna go to my room. So she was like, no, girl, come back. Like, you good, just come back. So I'm like, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna just go grab something. So the boy was like, well, I'm gonna walk you to your room because I don't want you walking by yourself. So at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go back to the room and just stay until I'm ready to go. Because I'm like, I don't want him coming to my room, even though when I think about it now, she knew my room number. She could just told him. But that's different because now when somebody knocks, I can look through the peephole versus me opening the door to go out the room and then him pushing me in and doing whatever the fuck. I don't know. My mind be thinking about all type of shit. So anyway, I go back in the room. The music is so loud. I feel like I'm just out of it. I end up going in the bathroom. You know, I went in again. So at this point, while everybody is just like chilling, I forgot they was doing something. I don't know if they were singing happy birthday to the girl. I dipped, y'all. I left. I got the and I went back to the room and I was out of it. I ended up going to sleep, and yeah, they didn't like call me or nothing like that, probably because they was probably so faded and they probably didn't realize I left. I don't know, probably was in like own world. They never called me, they didn't come to the room, yeah, whatever, and I didn't see them. So y'all, and they had just got that room for the night anyway to have that party, so it's not like they was there the rest of the weekend. But y'all, tell me why. Fast forward, because the rest of the weekend, if we went out to go do stuff, like me and my mom like did like just exploring, and the kids, like if we did stuff like that, or if we went out to eat and shit, that's literally all we did. And yeah, like it was shit like that. But tell me why, when it was time for us to leave on that Sunday, because we came on a Friday, when it was time, well, we didn't come on a Friday, we came like Thursday night going into Friday and got there like Friday morning. And when it was time for us to leave on that Sunday, y'all, and that's when the kickback was that Friday night. But it was time, anyway, but when it was time for us to leave on that Sunday, we in my stepdad room, because he still got his room. I had to check out, you know, that room. So he get off work, because I was like going up in there, I'm just laying down. He getting off work, he came back, he was like, oh man, oh my God. So I'm like, what? Like, we like, what happened? Yeah, this is not funny. Why am I laughing? This is not funny at all. I'm sorry. I don't want y'all to think I'm some sick woman, because I'm not. So my mom was like, what happened? We like, what happened? He was like, don't take any more of those pills. Like, y'all got, like, he going crazy. Like, he like, where the pills at? Where the pills at? So we like, here. He like, don't take any more than pills. And we like, I'm like, why? What happened? Y'all, tell me why somebody at his job made some homemade Vicodins. They was homemade. Homemade. And he was like, one of the people at his job was hospitalized. And it was looking bad for him because of the pill. I guess he yeah, I guess he must have took 2. It was nothing would have been too many, because the guy homemade these motherfuckers and they just wasn't what they were supposed to be. So yeah, somebody damn near unalarmed off these homemade. He's like, I didn't know they was homemade. Like, the dude just said that his doctor prescribed them to him, and he was like, he didn't really need them. Like, you know, he don't take them like that, and he had a lot. He had got a refill. He don't really take them. No, that wasn't it. He homemade these motherfuckers. They was homemade. And I'm like, wow, that explained why I was feeling that way. Like, y'all, I didn't go too much into details, but I was feeling so crazy. And I'm like, I knew you're not supposed to mix alcohol with like pain meds and shit like that. But it wasn't even that, because it was before then, y'all. I was fucked up. I was fucked up in that tub to where, that's why I said my little sisters was scared. They like, oh, what is going on? I'm like, bro. And I'm happy I threw it up, because honestly, you know, I got that shit up out of me. But yeah, because when I even started feeling bad the next day, because I didn't take it, because I was like, I ain't like the way it made me feel. Doesn't make some homemade pills. Homemade motherfucking. Why would you make some homemade pills and then lie about it? Moral of the story, don't take from nobody. Even if you see it in a bottle and they say, oh, my doctor gave me this. No, don't take nothing from nobody, because like, why would you lie? Like, why would, it's some people that have been like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just try it out. You know, probably not me, but you know, but like, why lie? You knew you made this shit. Where'd you make them? How? Like, what did he watch, a YouTube video? I don't know. But they looked like real deal. It's not like they was in a capsule. I'm not stupid. It's not like he gave me a capsule and I was like, okay. No, they looked at like the real deal. But then when we was like start looking at them now, we analyzing them and we like, wait, look at the V on there. It looked kind of weird. Look at this. We Googling what it's supposed to look like, and they most definitely was not real. They was fake. That man made that shit. But yeah, that was crazy. I'm happy I did end up throwing that shit up though. Like, cause I'm like, wow, that's so scary to just know. But yeah, moral of the story is don't link with random people and don't take random people give you, because even if they're supposed to be for pain, you just never know. Or Google it, like Google it and see if this legit. It's supposed to look like, especially now because with all this like, I don't know if I can say that on here, but like with that, you just, bro, here go this train again. But like with that, you just never know. Like, so y'all be safe out there. I don't know. Hopefully this story inspires somebody to not get in the car with people, because they could have been, even though that they was nice people. I guess they was nice, but even though that they was cool or whatever, it's like you just never know. They could have been weirdos. Like, I didn't know these people. I don't even have no information on these folks. Like, who's to know they even knew the girl whose birthday it was? Shit. But I don't know. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Cheers to Vlogmas day number 13. We stand strong, and I'll see you guys in my next video.